Very nice. And Brother Samuel, many Christians may see this and see that you've gone astray from the teachings of Jesus and you're following an Arab or somebody who's far away. But do you feel you are further away from Jesus or you are closer to Jesus?
I've never loved Jesus Christ more in my life than I do now as a Muslim.
SubhanAllah.
I will say this, that my Muslim friends too refer to themselves as followers of Jesus. And this is great experience to see Jesus through the eyes of Islam. Jesus, who is called in the Quran the Christ, the Messiah of God, who is born of the Virgin Mary. Sometimes Christians will ask me in the United States, it's not the same Jesus. I said, well, how many Jesuses are born of virgins? This is the same Jesus Christ. And Christians need to understand what is truly Islam. I was totally misled by what I saw in news reports in the West before I came to Saudi Arabia. I didn't expect to be invited by St. Mary's Catholic Church to come and talk about my journey to Islam.
Wow.
This happened only a few months ago. And I went and I met with the leaders of the church. I spoke. I talked to them about the virgin birth of Jesus in the Quran. Virgin Mary is very important to Catholics. And I talked to them. I read from the Quran about the virgin birth story, wow, the announcement by the angel. And it was amazing. Tears in their eyes.
Wow.
And they would say to me, we never knew this about Islam, that there are 2 chapters dedicated to the Virgin Mary and her family. And that Jesus is mentioned over 100 times, Isa, in the Quran. And that Jesus did many miracles, raising people from the dead. That he was a man without sin. That he was a man of great compassion, just as described in the Bible. That he was prophet, Messiah, the Christ. That he was raised up to God. And Jesus is coming again. Wow. When I told them it's impossible. Muslims can't believe this. Wow. You're not telling us the truth. But I was able to communicate that I was telling them the truth. Then they said, where can we get a Quran? These are the leaders of the church. I had them in the car, but I didn't bring them in. I didn't want to use that as a barrier. But they all followed me out to my car to take Qurans from my car. SubhanAllah,
and this is you teaching the word of Allah inside the Catholic Church?
Inside the Catholic Church. Not only St. Mary's, but St. John's Catholic Church in Westminster and different places. I'm invited often, even in evangelical churches, to come and talk about the Jesus of the Muslims.
Okay.